You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning and welcome into this Thursday edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Ross Leonhardt. It is June 6th. We've got a great show coming up later today. It's a beautiful, sunny, warm day today, rolling into the weekend. It's going to be a great day today. We're talking with Tegan Davis from the libraries. We're talking with another chef. We're talking some more travel, this time Big Sur in California. Lots going on this morning. We're going to hop over to the weather station, but Good Morning Vail starts right now. And welcome into the TV8 Weather Center on this Thursday morning. 57 degrees to start the day, but rising quickly. We'll see a high of 80 degrees today. Some slight winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour coming from the west-southwest today. Going to be a beautiful Thursday here with the GoPro Mountain Games kicking off today as well. Into the hourly, noon 73 degrees, 4 p.m. 78 degrees, and even at 8 p.m. 72 degrees today. Sunny skies throughout Vail and Avon today, and down in Eagle, a high of 86, Avon high of 83, Vail looking at a high of 80, and Denver hitting that 90-degree mark today. Lots of sun in that I-70 corridor today. Enjoy it. Tonight, clear skies, sunset at 8:31 p.m. with a low of 52 degrees and some slight winds coming from the southeast. Nothing too crazy. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies with a high of 78 and a low of 51. Should be another beautiful day. And heading into the weekend with the GoPro Mountain Games again going on. Saturday and Sunday, expect afternoon thunderstorms, but those temperatures hovering in those mid to low 70s throughout the weekend. And into next week, afternoon thunderstorms expected on Monday and partly cloudy skies on Tuesday. So kind of all over the place with the weather coming up, but enjoy today. The sun is out and it's going to be a glorious day. Up next, we're going to check in on some recruitment and how that all works.
A lot of companies don't know that they're making mistakes as they're going through the hiring process. Well, we've got the recruiter guy, the expert in the area, Bill Humbert, joining me. Bill, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me this morning.
Oh, Maddie, it's such a pleasure. I appreciate you having me on your show.
Oh, we love having you here because I feel like I get to talk to you and then everyone gets to listen to what you have to say. And I learned so much from these conversations. So the wisdom that you're spreading upon the world is wonderful.
Super, thank you.
Of course. Now, we're going to talk about why hiring manager training is so important. So why is this training so important?
You know, over my 40 plus years as a talent attraction consultant, what I've discovered is very few managers have received formal interview training to learn how to effectively interview.
Now, as they're interviewing, why is it important for them to know how to correctly conduct an interview?
Well, first of all, think about this. If you haven't been taught how to effectively interview, you certainly haven't been taught how to select the best qualified candidate. And secondly, sometimes managers have no clue what questions are illegal and which ones are legal. For instance, I had a manager who had newly moved from another country interview a woman candidate. This was some time ago. And the woman, when I extended an offer to her, told me some of the questions he asked. And essentially, he went down the litany, step by step by step. Are you pregnant? Are you planning on getting pregnant? How are you going to take care of the kid? I mean, he asked all the wrong questions. And I went to him and I said, all these questions that you asked, you cannot ask them in the United States. And he said, well, in my country, we're supposed to ask them. So, it's really important that companies step up and have their managers learn how to effectively interview.
And what's something that's really important for managers to remember as they're going through the interviewing process?
You know, Maddie, what I've seen is some managers understand that building that relationship with the candidate, whether they end up hiring them or not, is very important. I had one manager say, or one candidate called, when I called them for their offer, I didn't know she liked me. I just went, oh my gosh. So it's important that they build a relationship, a positive relationship with the candidate, and that helps the candidate decide if they want to work with them.
Which is really important because this is a career, so you're making the move to take the job. You want to make sure that you like who you're working for, or else you're not going to even like showing up to work. Now, what are some great tips and tricks that people can find on your website as they're building their interviewing questions to find the best candidate?
Well, there are 8 different ways that I can structure interview questions. And, you know, most candidates today are aware of how to respond to behavioral questions. So it's really important to mix and match and put in the questions that kind of gets them off step, off comfort, and makes them think a little bit more, and you'll get better answers that way.
Now, these are great resources that are found on your website where people can see these 8 fantastic prompts, guidelines, steps to really make sure that they're doing the best interview.
That's correct. RecruiterGuide.com, that's where they'll find them.
And now, how should a manager end an interview?
Maddie, this is very important. If the manager loves this person, and let's say the person networked their way in through somebody the manager trusts, making an offer that day is so important because good candidates have a very short shelf life. And if you wait a week, you're probably going to lose them. And I'm speaking from 40 plus years of recruiting experience. I've seen it happen so many times, and it made me cry because, well, back in the early days, I got a fee for each person who started. So it's important that the manager, if they really like that person, they get that offer out as soon as possible.
Now, if a company is worried about how their manager is conducting an interview, what's a good resource for them to get in contact with you so maybe they can go through a training session with you?
The best way is just go to recruiterguide.com, and on my home page above the fold, there's a red banner and it says Speak with Bill. Click on that, put yourself on my calendar at your convenience.
And companies can use you as a resource to help train their managers, and then maybe people can use you as a resource to help find that perfect job.
Oh, absolutely. Some people call me the candidate whisperer since I've worked with so many candidates over the years.
Bill, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and thanks for sharing your wisdom. It's important that people know how they can best hire the best candidate.
Thank you, Maddie. It's been great.
Make sure that if you're a company who's maybe struggling to find that perfect candidate, that you have your hiring managers go through this training. That way they have the best knowledge possible as they're about to bring on your new team members. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Stevie Lee Wood presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
Where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces. Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. Now is a great time as summer gets going to hit the road for some great road trips. And lucky for us, we have our travel guy, Gabe Saglier, joining us from California this morning. Gabe, how are you?
Good morning. Greetings from the beautiful Monterey Peninsula here in Central California.
It looks pretty good over there, a little different. Is summer getting going over there?
It is still a little cool out here. You know, we have that morning gray that's rolling in, but the forecast is for sunshine. Temperatures right around 70. And as you said, the road tripping season is on. This is sort of my latest stop in my latest trip up the California coast.
I love that. I love that. And obviously, the iconic Highway 1 is a great place to start with a road trip or end. Just make sure you get there. But can you tell us a little bit about what's going on Highway 1 right now?
Yeah, so the big news, and this is not the first time this has happened. Folks who live on this iconic stretch of Highway 1 are familiar with this. But yeah, listen, a rock slide happened over Easter weekend at the end of March. And for almost 8 weeks, that stretch of road there at what's called Rocky Creek Bridge, which is about 17 miles south of where I am right now here in Monterey, shut down. Basically, no access for folks who wanted to visit that beautiful Big Sur area. And just a couple of days ago, that now has reopened, which means that for travelers, they can put that back on their to-do list for road tripping this summer. For the businesses, they're obviously a big deal as well. The losses were clocked at about $1 million a day among the restaurants, resorts, galleries there because of that limited or non-existent drive traffic into the area. So big news across the board, and certainly inspiring a lot of people to start thinking about putting a road trip on their agenda.
Yeah, it's just a classic part of the country. And I compare it to our mountain roads here, except instead of mountains, you're right next to the ocean, which is just a beautiful setting and a road trip place. So what are some of the stops and places to hit if you're going to do this trip?
All right, so the big news is the fact that my friends at Visit California just put out their latest totally free road trip guide featuring fellow California road tripper Jennifer Hudson here. A lot of resources, a lot of tips, a lot of stories about stops along the way, and some great itinerary ideas based on what you want to do, how much time you have to hit the road, and which of the 27 commercial airports across the state of California you're flying into, whether it's out of Eagle County or DIA. For example, there's the Desert Oddities Tour that includes a stop in Baker, home to the tallest thermometer in the world at 134 feet. There's an EV-friendly Route 66 tour that shows you where all those charging stations are along Route 66. And one that I've done many times with my family is the classic Highway 1 tour, which begins in San Diego, so that you can fly into San Diego, and then you take a 600-mile, 12-stop trek up beautiful Highway 1 all the way up to the San Francisco Bay Area. But you get to stop along these historic, great little classic California beach towns like Santa Barbara and Morro Bay and Cayucos, and, of course, right here in beautiful Monterey as well. Totally free. There are 21 California welcome centers across the state where you can pick one of these up, or, of course, you can go to the Visit California website and get it there as well. But a great resource and a great reminder that road tripping continues to be a really attractive option for a lot of us. From a budget standpoint, I'm a family of 5 with a dog. It simply is easier to budget a road trip than, say, getting all of us on a flight. And I think just the topography, as you alluded to here in California, lends itself for folks out of the Denver area, out of the Vail Valley area, to come out here and check out the ocean, the mountains, the deserts, the forests, 9 national parks, 1.4 million acres of state park land. And again, the summer is that perfect opportunity to do just that. So put it on your to-do list, my friend.
I love that. And great resources if you're heading out there. And flying's a great idea. I've also driven it, spent a night in the Grand Canyon, and then made it to California in a day or two. So definitely road trips are flexible and up to whatever you're feeling. One of my favorite stops, Gabe, was Channel Islands. That was one of my favorite kind of under-the-radar spots on that Highway 1 cruise. And then obviously camping in the redwoods. There's just so much to do on that coast that we don't have access to here in the Rocky Mountains. Gabe, what's one thing this summer people should know if they're coming out your way?
The fact that you've got, as you mentioned, myriad options. Those Channel Islands that hug that central coast are just fantastic. Easy to get to on a day trip or an overnight camping expedition. You can do some fishing out there as well. So I'm a big fan of the Channel Islands as well. Check out the Visit California website. There's a road trips tab right at the very top. Hashtag Visit California. Folks out of the Denver, Vail Valley area love coming out here. We love receiving them. And again, make Monterey one of the stops. I always remind myself of how gorgeous this stretch here, the Monterey Peninsula. You got Carmel, Pebble Beach, Pacific Grove, and some great eating, some great camping out here as well. And again, the big news, Highway 1, the Big Sur, now back open for all of us this summer.
Love that. Going to be a great summer out there off Highway 1. And Gabe, thanks so much for joining us. Love to hear your insight from a different part of the country here.
You got it, buddy. We'll see you on the road.
All right, we'll talk soon. And definitely plan those road trips. There are so many places you can go from where we are right in the middle of the country, and road trips are just such a blast with friends and family. So consider Big Sur this summer if you're heading out there, and we'll be rolling right along with more Good Morning Vail coming up.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that. Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, to fight 6 years off in here.
Well, I like it.
It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Daily Flash Latino. Designed for the American Latino audience, Daily Flash Latino hosts Jessica Reyes and Fabian Marcano deliver their fresh perspective on the latest entertainment news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, and more in both English and Spanish, aka Spanglish. Daily Flash Latino builds, connects, and celebrates the diverse Hispanic audience. Daily Flash Latino, trending news and entertainment with a splash of Spanglish.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
The Paltrowcast is an award-winning weekly series featuring exclusive interviews with entertainers, athletes, and other influencers. Tune in weekdays at 10 a.m. to see where the conversation takes us.
Paltrowcast.
Good morning, Vail.
Here in the Rocky Mountains, we like to say, look good, feel good, play good, and part of that is staying in shape. Up next, we're going to check in with a barbell gym that does just that.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Now, if you're looking to step up your fitness game or maybe just learn a little bit about our guests, then you'll definitely want to stay tuned because joining us this morning, we have Jonathan Ramirez and Max Wessel, two fitness experts, and they are here to tell us a little bit about Mountain Barbell, which is Vail Valley's only hardcore gym. Is that right, guys?
Yep. That is correct.
Welcome. How are you guys doing? How are we feeling today?
Great. Thank you.
Thank you guys
for having us.
For joining us this morning. You guys are here to tell us a little bit about Mountain Barbell, a little bit about also a new venture that is coming up, which is very exciting for the community, and just kind of to share your insight on fitness and health and well-being for the community, because I think you guys know a lot about this topic. So,
yeah.
I'd like to for you guys to introduce yourselves, tell me a little bit about yourselves, and then we'll kind of dive into all of the specifics. So, Max, I'll start out with you.
Yeah, I'm Max Wessel, one of the founders at Mountain Barbell. I was a wrestler my entire youth,
Nice.
high school, and wrestled in college. Fell in love with fitness through that journey. Strength training and wrestling is really important.
Yeah.
And my wife and I moved up to the Vail Valley in early 2021 and decided we wanted to create a gym of our dreams.
Yes.
So that's what we did.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Max.
Thank
Jonathan,
you.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
You're kind of starting this partnership with Max, but you also have your own kind of project, so feel free to introduce yourself.
Yeah, Jonathan Ramirez. Been in the Valley my whole life, born and raised here.
Nice.
My health and fitness journey kind of started out of high school. Same thing, kind of started with sports, football, track and field, then got into weightlifting, and I kind of fell into the passion of doing the weightlifting side of things. Decided I was like, hey, like I want to do sports medicine. Medical school is too expensive, so I was like, how can I continue to work with athletes and help them the best that I can? So kind of went the business side of things in healthcare, and then decided to found Evolve Fitness, and just partnered with my wife recently, and so we're trying to expand that and really have an outreach in all states.
Yeah, very exciting stuff. Yeah. And we're going to focus today specifically kind of more on Mountain Barbell and kind of this partnership between you guys and how it's all kind of come about. But tell me a little bit about the history or kind of how you guys started Mountain Barbell. What is Mountain Barbell? I know that you guys label yourselves as Vail Valley's only hardcore gym. What does that mean? Or tell me what is Mountain Barbell?
Yeah, so Mountain Barbell is a hardcore training facility where, and when we say hardcore, we mean we're really focused on the strength training aspect of it. Like Johnny referred to, the lifting weights.
Yeah.
So when you come into Mountain Barbell, our location here in Avon, we have 3 pieces of cardio equipment, and the rest of the gym is weights. And we really cater to the population that enjoys lifting weights. We have power lifters, we have bodybuilders, and we have people just looking to get in better shape, or people looking to just get into training.
Nice.
So we pride ourselves on the diversity of the kind of people that want to come to Mountain Barbell, but you definitely have to want to lift weights. My wife and I wanted to build that community when we first moved up here. It was a great way for us to become more a part of the community and have it was like a little bit of the field of dreams, build it and they will come. We built the gym of our dreams, and then the communities come around it.
Love to hear it. Well, I've checked out your website and kind of seen some pictures and stuff. It's a really neat space. Like you said, a lot of weight equipment. So I love that you're really kind of catering to this specific audience that really is passionate about the weightlifting and stuff like that, and for them to have like a little community, a little space. And kind of speaking about that, I know, or I've heard that maybe you guys are opening up a second location. What can you tell us about that, or kind of what's in the works for the future?
Yeah, so I met Johnny several months ago now. I think we were becoming good friends, and one of the things an idea I was playing with was opening a second location down valley towards Eagle a little bit more. Johnny has expressed interest in doing so with me, so that's where our partnership comes in, and I'll let Johnny talk a little bit about what that looks like.
Yeah, whatever you guys want to share about that.
Yeah, exactly. So with Evolve Fitness, my wife and I's dream was like, let's build and create Evolve Fitness into a gym, right? We tried doing that venture about 2 years ago, decided to maybe put it on pause, focus more on kind of the coaching aspect of things, and we were just looking for a partner, somebody that really had that same vision, and met Max a couple months ago, and I was like, this is the guy. We got to pull the trigger. And so we're super excited to really expand this into the community and really bring Mountain Barbell to young athletes, open it up a little bit more to the community, and really start involving ourselves a little bit more within the community as well.
Awesome. Well, that's very exciting to hear. I know that this is still in the works and stuff, but we'll definitely stay tuned and look forward to more updates as you guys have them. And for everyone down valley, you might have a new gym, a new opportunity to either level up your fitness experience, or if you're looking, like you said, for a different experience, then that's going to be coming down valley soon. So we'll stay tuned for that. Now, I want to ask you guys also a little bit about kind of what does fitness mean to you? I mean, obviously, I feel like this is a lifestyle for you guys and for a lot of people in the community. What does it mean to you? Or maybe how can the community start their fitness journey, or anything you want to share in terms of like, okay, how do we get into this fitness world?
Yeah, it's a great question. Fitness to me, it started, like Johnny said, as a part of sport.
Yeah.
But you fall in love with the process, and now it's a part of being healthy. And I think it's I always say you can't untie the connection between mental, physical, and spiritual health.
Yeah.
Obviously the physical part being the staying in shape, lifting weights, and it's just a huge part of feeling healthy. And I'm probably a bad example because I'm maybe a little addicted to it, but I think it is really it's a huge part of my mental health, my spiritual health is staying in good shape. So it's really just, it's part of the lifestyle now.
Yeah. Well, I would say it's a good thing to be addicted to, you know?
Yeah, probably one of the better, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny, like what about, like in your case, what do you say to somebody who wants to just start out their fitness journey or, you know, share a little bit about your experience?
Yeah, so I mean, the whole thing with me, right, it's one of those pillars, right? Like Max said, it really does encompass of how do you, it's not just the physical benefits, the internal benefits, mental health is such a big component of it, as well as your spiritual side of things, right? So it really is one of those things where if you're looking to get into this, don't take that mentality of all or nothing, right? It really is take it step by step, stack small wins, and really start to invest into your health in the ways that fit you, right? Today, in today's society, we can get caught up with social media and all the crazy fad diets and everything that's happening, when in reality, it's what works for you, for your lifestyle and your season of life, and how can you build on those things to improve your health.
Absolutely. I love that. You know, kind of doing what works for you, doing it not just for the physical aspects, but also I love how you guys mentioned, you know, the mental and the spiritual. I think the physical is it's kind of a consequence, or it's kind of an effect, a result, you know. But I think there's a lot more benefits than just the physical side. So I love, you know, that you guys share that with the community, and that you guys are examples of that growth and of that evolution, you know. So I think that's great. Where can we learn? Where can we go to find out more, learn more information about your upcoming projects, or if people maybe want to join Mountain Barbell, how can they go about it?
Yeah, so we have our website, which is mountainbarbell.com. We'll be putting out news and announcements there as we develop our project down Valley, and also just follow us on Instagram, Mountain Barbell. We are pretty responsive there as well, so if you reach out to us either via email or on Instagram, we'll get back to you with any inquiries about joining or what we're doing with our new project.
Awesome. Yeah, well, all the information is on screen for everyone interested at home. You guys can contact Mountain Barbell team, and they'll be sure to get back to you with any questions you guys might have, or just any information. And as always, make sure to follow them, and they'll give us all the updates on your new upcoming projects. Guys, thank you so much for being here with us today. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
I don't think so. I think, like Johnny said, just encourage everyone to get into being healthy, and don't have to be perfect, doing one step at a time.
Yep.
Awesome.
Always forward.
Yeah.
One step at a time, always forward. Thank you guys so much for joining. We look forward to seeing what you guys are doing out in the community, and we'll for sure stay tuned. And you guys, would love to have you guys back whenever you guys want. So
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back with more after this. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that. And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment,
Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Eight-time Emmy-nominated Animal Rescue is a half-hour television series showcasing the heroic efforts of people helping animals. Join host and award-winning journalist Alex Payne and the Animal Rescue camera crew as they travel around the world, capturing dramatic rescues, rehabilitation, and relocation stories. For programming schedule, check your local listings today. Don't miss your favorite episodes of Animal Rescue.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. If you've watched the show, you know the kitchen is not my safe place, so we are bringing in an expert. We have Britt Racino joining us. Britt, how are you?
I'm so great. How are you?
Doing great. And Britt, I know you've won so many competitions. You've bested Bobby Flay with your grandmother's recipe, so quite a resume you have here. But we are talking summer barbecues today. What is your best piece of advice for people to have a successful barbecue this summer?
Successful barbecue is all about having a ton of fun. You are the show. You're the showstopper. And you know what? That's the best part. Everyone thinks the coolest person is definitely on the grill, right?
Oh, yeah.
So grab your favorite beer, grab your favorite cocktail, and just have the fun. Be the fun. And get on that grill and be as sexy as you can.
I love that.
But some good tips that I have for you is to make sure that your grill is super duper ripping hot, and always, always, always oil your grill and not your proteins.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I love that piece of advice. We always look up to that person on the grill as an idol, right? Put them on a pedestal.
Absolutely.
So the grill masters at these barbecues probably grilling up some steaks. Do you have some tips on how to kind of keep that steak that perfect temperature?
Yeah, the perfect temperature. I mean, you know, it depends on how you like your steak cooked, whether it's medium rare, medium well. However you like it is always going to be the best. So get your thermometer out there. Make sure you're hitting that perfect temperature for yourself.
Yeah, but I know we're not saying steak should be medium well, right? We're not going that far, right? Or well done, right?
I mean, it's however you like it. And that's what's important to me is that everyone's served how they like to eat their steak.
Yeah, love that. What's one of your favorite grilling recipes for the summer?
One of my favorite grilling recipes for the summer are actually these awesome satay kebabs that we have here. We take some of Pre's awesome ground beef that is grass-fed and grass-finished. I add a little bit of ginger and garlic, some Asian seasonings, put that on a skewer and get it on the grill to make sure we get those beautiful grill marks. And then I love to serve that with a little Thai noodle salad and peanut dipping sauce.
That looks amazing, Britt. That looks amazing. And that's one serving, 4 kebabs there?
Oh, I mean, this is like a little family style for 2, right?
I love it. Britt, what's people are focused on sustainability, especially when they're cooking. What's kind of some advice you have for people wanting to be sustainable with their meals?
Sustainability is absolutely key for me as a chef. I always look for grass-fed, grass-finished products, especially when it comes to steaks. I mean, these pre-steaks are absolutely gorgeous and they're consistent, so they're going to cook beautifully and perfect every single time. And it's really hitting that mark for sustainability. It's good for you and it's good for the environment, which is awesome. But also, while you're grilling, forget about the aluminum foil, right? We want to get those grill marks. We want to make sure our fruits and vegetables have that beautiful smoky flavor to them. So forget the aluminum foil and just get it right on the grill.
Love that. Britt, we've seen you all over the TV. Can we expect you coming up anywhere next? Any Tournament of Champions or any kind of cooking competitions you have on the schedule?
I mean, I would definitely stay tuned and keep an eye out. And you can get all of my updates if you follow me on Instagram, chef_Racino.
Love that. And Britt, so with these summer barbecues, it's all about getting people together. Do you have any tips or some dishes that are perfect, kind of like those kebabs that really are shareable and good for groups?
Yeah, I love a good kebab, and you could really have fun with it too. Make sure you're cooking your vegetables ahead of time. That way they're really beautifully cooked just alongside of your steak. And don't forget, you can always add a little flair to it by adding some pineapple as well. And to make it easy for yourself, do all the work ahead of time. That way you can really enjoy time with your guests.
Love that. And then I got a kind of question for you. So obviously if we're cooking at home, some of these grills have great thermometers and temperature readers. But if we're just using charcoal out at a park or something, how can you ensure that grill is at the perfect temperature or hot enough?
Sure. So, you always want to make sure you're feeling that grill, right? Put your hand like above it by like 6 inches and really get that feeling of, it's hot, it's not hot enough yet. Adjust your the airflow on the bottom and the top to really get that perfect zone for your perfect grill.
Love that. And then vegetables are always a part of it. Obviously, steaks steal the show, but what are your tips to vegetables?
For vegetables, again, I love grilling asparagus. It's one of my fiance's favorite thing. And sometimes they fall through the grate a little bit. So make sure you pick up a little grill basket. It keeps all your veggies in one little spot. Get them nice and charred. That is all of the flavor.
Yeah, Britt, all that looks so beautiful. Thanks so much for joining us, Britt. That was great. And we'll look forward to seeing you wherever you are next. And check Britt out on Instagram. And Britt, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to try to find some kebabs over here, but stay tuned. More Good Morning Vail's coming up next.
Good morning, Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunities for points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point of this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits, eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. Up next, we have Tegan Davis joining us on the couch talking summer reading at the libraries. Tegan,
Yes.
thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're talking rolling into summer, that summer slide, that brain drain with
Yep.
students where they might drop off a little bit. Luckily, you guys are here to help with that.
We are.
I hear the library does have some books
Just a few.
that can help with that. So what's going on this summer with the reading program?
Yeah, so we have a summer learning program, and it incorporates reading as well as our programs. And so we have programs at all three libraries. So Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum. Gypsum, their programs are Tuesday. Avon, it's Wednesday, and Eagle is Thursday. So if you can't make one, hopefully you can make another. And then we have our reading adventure, essentially adventure at the library. So this is for the elementary school students, but we also have reading logs for 0 to 5.
Okay.
And so it's to get parents to read, talk, sing, draw, play, and play with their children. And so those are all early literacy skills to set them up for school success. So parents with littles can also participate. And then this is we're redoing our summer learning for our elementary school students. So when they come in and sign up for summer reading, they get a folder. And in that folder is all the fun things that are going on in the summer, and then a reading log. And they can start working their way through here. And then when they complete 15 minutes, so when they sign up, they can either choose a necklace or they can choose a bracelet. And then as they read, as they progress, every 15 minutes, they can get a bead. And the beads are different. So, oops, there we go. So 15 minutes you can get like a regular color, 30 minutes glitter, an hour metallic, 2 hours color changing, and then 4 hours shapes. And as they read, they can trade their beads. So there's math involved, not just reading. So if they read for 30 minutes, they can either choose to color or they can go for the glitter.
Awesome.
And so they can trade up and down all throughout the summer, and then as they go, they can start earning bigger prizes the more they read. So up to 900 minutes, then they can start to get entered into a drawing for Lunch with Llamas here at Beaver Creek. And then as they go on that reading log, there's also adventures that they can do, and they can start earning brag tags. So these are tags, and they don't have to earn them in any order, but they can come in and they can earn a brag tag for completing an adventure.
So cool.
Yeah, we're excited. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's not just for babies. It's not just for elementary.
Right.
As I stack this all together, it is also for teens. So teens get to participate as well.
Awesome.
And their reading log is a bingo card. Seeing if I can find it. And so if they complete a row, they get a prize. And then if they do a blackout, it doesn't want to come out. Oh, that's because it's paper clipped. Makes sense. If they do a blackout, they get entered into a drawing of $100. And so they can purchase books, games, and they work with the librarian to spend $100.
Love that.
And so any teen can participate. Again, it's bingos one way or the other, or full blackout. The adults have a similar bingo card, different activities. We make it harder for the adults.
Not like that.
But they can also earn prizes as well. So you can participate, and we're trying to encourage parents to participate. So it's modeling for the kids, and the whole family can get in on summer learning at the libraries.
I love that. And some of those things were like go on a hike.
Yes, yes.
Some fun stuff.
Yep, some fun things to get you out and about, because this year's theme is Adventure at Your Library.
Love that, love that. And obviously we have some great local libraries here with the Eagle Valley Library District. And what are people reading these days? What do you guys kind of recommend?
Man. So it's really fun to see when our shelves get emptied, essentially during the summer, because everyone is coming in and checking out. So graphic novels are still a huge hit for the elementary school students, even up to high school. So graphic novels, that shelf will just be whoop.
Yeah.
And then the spring publishing has just hit. So we got all the new books, and then we're going to start getting the summer books. So the beach reads are coming out for those who want new books. The beach reads are getting published. So we have fresh new titles every month.
Love that. And how do you, I remember reading as a kid, like tracking those minutes. How do you recommend people keep track of those minutes and break it up?
Yeah, their choice. So again, with that reading log, and it just depends. It's broken up 15 minutes on the reading log. So you can just come in and they can dot it, and the librarian will cross it off. So when you get a bead, we know. And then they can just sign it, dot it, sticker it. We have stickers that they can put on here. So it's however you want to track it. We kind of leave it up to kids' choice.
Yeah, and some of these prizes are amazing. I think we have to shout out your partners there helping out with that. But Lunch with a Llama, what a great
Lunch
prize.
with a Llama, yeah. So we have, so it's you enter into the drawing. You can earn up to, I believe, 4 tickets. The kids can earn up by reading. 4 tickets with Lunch with the Llama, and Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum will all host a drawing, so up to 3 winners.
Love that.
And they can go hang out with some llamas and have lunch.
Yeah, and so at the libraries, obviously they can read there, they can read
Yes.
at home. It's
Yes.
kind of at their leisure, wherever they want to.
At Sylvan Lake, you can check out our state park pass and our backpack, and you can go to Sylvan Lake and just enjoy the sunshine and get some words in.
Yeah, but also the libraries have great areas to sit down and read as well, right?
Yeah, we do. Oh, I'm glad you like our spaces. So
Yeah.
we do have some really nice spaces. And as it gets hotter, they're air conditioned. So if you need to cool off, you're more than welcome.
Well, it's fun for me. I go into the Avon Library pretty regularly, and they have a puzzle out there that everyone just kind of works on together. So every day I go in there, I'm like, oh, it's almost done. It's almost done.
Yep.
So much going on at the libraries. What else kind of goes on around these reading groups?
So our programs, so they're free. They're an hour, and they're at each branch. So again, Gypsum, Eagle, and Avon, and we try to spread them out throughout the week. And then at the very end, we have our foam party. So the foam party is like the biggest hit. We have families who are now scheduling their vacation around the foam party because it's so much fun. And so it's a great big celebration at the end. I think it's the second week of at the end of July, but not quite the end of the week. It's around like the 22nd and 24th.
It's in July.
It's in July, and so we have the foam, and the kids just come and scream, and we have music, and it's a good time. And so
I love that.
loves it.
I love that, and it's just kind of getting going now.
We're kicking off. We'll be kicking off next week, so we'll have our kickoff parties, and they're all ages. So you'll see community parties again at the Gypsum, Eagle, and Avon libraries, and so lots of activities. All ages are welcome, and that's kind of like a hurrah into summer. And then hopefully everyone enjoys participating in our programs and our reading adventures.
Love
and
that.
then they can join us at the foam party.
And then outside of just kind of going into the libraries and learning more, where can people go for more information?
Our website, so evld.org, or you can always call the branch.
That's awesome. What are you reading right now?
Oh, well, what am I reading? So I was catching up on some Books and Bloom authors, and then there was a book it's a nonfiction, a narrative nonfiction about the impact of the moon on our planet.
Oh, interesting.
And how the animals have adapted based upon like the moon. So it's fascinating.
Interesting. Anything else you want to add? Anything else we should have talked about?
No, just come in. Anyone can come in and get a library card. You just need photo ID, whether that's a ski pass, a gym pass. Anyone can get a library card. Nice. Even if you're visiting, you can come get a library card. We don't expect people to take a plethora of books on the plane. So So come in, check some things out, and just come in and say hi, and we're happy to have you.
Love that. It's a great time to be out and about reading. It's great for everyone of all ages.
Yes.
Especially our young ones, going through that brain drain a little bit coming up.
Don't hit the slide. We're here to help.
Yeah, so if you're a parent out there, you're not alone.
Nope.
The libraries are here to help. And this sounds so fun and so cool. So thanks so much for joining us this morning. Take it, and good luck coming up these next couple weeks.
Yeah, I hope to see you in some more.
We'll be in there. Awesome. Stay tuned for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
What happens to a poker player when there is life-changing money on the line?
Hey, catch!
I'm rooting for me.
When they are faced with adversity?
Holy smokes. Jason can't even breathe right now. Look at him.
When a WPT title is within their grasp?
How sweet that is, baby!
See for yourself with a front row seat to all the action on the World Poker Tour.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to Danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Good morning, Vail.
Up next is a new series we're doing called Divine Designs, and we are checking in with one of the businesses with the best names in the Valley, Rugs Benedict. Let's take a look.
Welcome, Mandy Benedict. Tell us, what's new at Rugs Benedict?
We remodeled our showroom. We put in a 2.0 version that just makes it really easy for people to find quickly what they're looking for. The showroom's organized by color and durability. So whether you're looking for, something for our mountain lifestyle with pets and kids and ski boots, or if you're just wanting like the finest wool and silk, we have things really organized in a way that it makes it easy to shop.
What is the latest design trend?
Right now we're still doing quite a few things in kind of these taupey grays, things like that, but we're doing a lot of natural tones too. They've come out with some new finishes that can make wood look like it has no finish on it at all. So in that mountain lifestyle, it's really popular to have things that look sort of unfinished and natural, and so we're seeing a lot of that right now.
Why choose Rugs Benedict?
stock about 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum that we have a ton of inventory. Our stock products are usually 40 to 60% off because we buy them through Carpet One when they're having great sales. So Carpet One is the largest flooring purchaser in the world, and we're able to pass on that savings to our customers. So you can get really cool things for great value.
How do you use rugs in design?
Runners on staircases help from having them be too slippery or too loud. Rugs are great for sound absorption and creating warmth in a home as well. A lot of things to choose from. I think we have over 1,000 rugs in stock right now.
How is your team different?
We are incredibly fortunate. We call it our rugs family, and most of the people have been there for decades, if not at least 10 years. And we just work together as a team. We have all employee installers. We don't subcontract any work, so we support them to make a living year-round and help provide housing and that sort of thing. And same thing with our expert flooring designers. They've been there for a long time, and they're just passionate about what they do.
Thanks so much, Mandy. Please tell us where you are located.
Base of Wild Ridge, so we're on the corner of Nottingham and Metcalf. You can't miss us.
Welcome back to the TV8 Weather Center. On this Thursday morning, a beautiful day ahead, a high of 80 degrees today, starting out the day at 57 degrees. Some slight winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour coming from the west-southwest today. Nothing too crazy. Should be a beautiful day today. Things heat up throughout. At 4 p.m., 78 degrees, 8 p.m., 72 degrees, and clear sunny skies throughout the day today as the GoPro Mountain Games kick off today in Vail and run the next 4 days, I guess, through Sunday in Vail. Into the I-70 corridor, Eagle a high of 86 today, Avon a high of 83, Vail a high of 80, Denver hitting the 90-degree mark, but lots of sunshine in the Rocky Mountains today, whatever you're doing. And tonight, a low of 52 with clear skies and sunset at 8:31, and the winds coming from the southeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, should be clear skies for a nice Colorado sunset and some stargazing. We shall see. Beautiful day today, Thursday. Tomorrow, a partly cloudy day, but the high is around 78 degrees, so should be a great day. The low around 51. 20% chance of precipitation tomorrow. Nothing too crazy. We shall see. And into the weekend, afternoon thunderstorms expected on Saturday, scattered thunderstorms expected on Sunday, 50% chance of those. So you're saying there's a chance it won't happen, apparently. Anyways, the weekends, we have highs in the mid-70s, lows in the high 40s, close to 50, so should be a pretty decent weekend. And into next week, a 60% chance of thunderstorms on Monday and a 40% chance of precipitation on Tuesday. So pretty cool temperatures, hovering around that 70, 80 degree mark, and lots of sun coming up, and also a chance of thunderstorms this weekend. So if you're heading out to the GoPro Mountain Games, maybe bring some extra sunscreen, maybe a rain jacket, maybe be prepared for a little bit of everything, but be prepared to see some awesome stuff over there. It's a great event, and we are stoked to get summer going, kind of kicking off this weekend. So that's going to be a good one. What's else happening? Oh, we saw in the news that they're bringing women's ski racing to Beaver Creek next year, so that's exciting. Lots going on. Everyone have a great day today. That was a great show, and whoever you are, wherever you are, thanks for watching.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
You know TV8 Vail has